Hi everyone. I know nobody's like on here yet, so I'm gonna give everybody a couple minutes like always. Put this here so you guys can kind of see what we're working on for today. I got one. Hi, Jess. How are the boys? Hi, Noah. Hi, Riley. All right. So I have 4 of you. That's awesome. So I'll just start. I know, I usually give people a couple minutes, but they'll be able to catch up. This is a pretty simple project. So if you guys saw me post these, I used these on my wedding day. It's a lot of the decoration. So all it is I made these coasters, and I had each cup and everything setting on them, and then I had ones in the centerpiece with just your basic tea light, and then the just regular tea light holders from the dollar store, and I just kind of twisted them and did my own thing with them. You adopted another dog? Don't you already have 2, Jess? That's a lot of dogs. What kind of dog did you get? My cousin has 2 twin puppies and they're so gorgeous, and I see her comment on here saying she just adopted another dog. I can't imagine. Alright, so as far as making these, you don't really need the coaster part. This is kind of like another project. I just threw it in here because that's what the pictures had. So like I said, you can use a regular coaster. You don't need anything underneath these. You can just make them plain and just have the candle and the little covering over it if you want. Let's see. All right, yeah, I definitely want a picture. It's probably so cute. All right, so to get started, Lainey's gonna be in the video, I guess, again today. I gave her a bone and it lasted, what, like 3 seconds? You ate that in 3 seconds? Okay. She thinks I have something else. If you guys want to say hi to Lainey, this is Lainey. Can you say hi? So, anyway, let's get back to this. You'll probably see her nudging me every so often. She just wants to know, like, what's going on, what's up, if I have anything good to eat on the table. There's some days where she'll go lay down and be good, and then there's others, it's like tonight, she'll probably just be nudging me. So, I'll try my best to ignore her. Hopefully she won't knock anything over. Alright, so when I did these are originally just a pack of like, I think 5, pack of 5. If you go on my Facebook, when I posted these pictures of this, they were just the clear little tea light holders. That's all they are. They're just the glass clear tea light holders. And there was a pack of like 5 of these in a pack for $1, which was dirt cheap. So I needed like 1 per table, 2 per long table for my wedding. And they're really, really cheap to make. So I bought a pack of those. However, when I went back to the dollar store to get the stuff to do this video, they didn't have any more. So, of course, they were all out. There was a spot on the shelf where they used to be, and they didn't have any. So I went over, and I just got little round ones. This is what I could find. Unfortunately, they're not exactly like this, but they're the same thing. They're the tea light glasses, which technically you're supposed to be using them like that. So, but like I said, for my wedding, I kind of just put a twist on them. Alright, so if you guys have any questions, you know kind of how this goes by now. If you've viewed my videos before, please just comment. I'll try to read the comments as I go here. I'm pretty far away from my phone, and so you'll see me squinting once in a while to read your comment. Just give me a minute or 2 to reply. If I don't reply right away, or I don't see it during this video, I will go back and I will actually type a reply in and comment. So don't worry if I don't respond right away. All right. So you, like I said, you'll just need a couple of things. It just depends on how you want to do them. If you want to put your own twist on them, these are really simple. So if you think of an idea and you want to make this different from how I am, go for it. Just try it. They're dirt cheap. You can't go wrong. If it doesn't work out, just pitch it and buy another one. All right, so you just start off with your glass or plastic. It does not matter. And you'll need a tea light. I have a couple different sizes. This one is not working. I'm very mad. I thought it was working and it's not. So we'll pretend that it's working. The battery must be dead in it. So it depends on what size glass. I do have a couple. I figured I would do 2 different sizes. That way you guys can kind of see. So I have an actual like wine glass. These are like the girly wine glasses, I guess. I don't know, whatever. I guess they're all over Pinterest now. People are like putting logos and stuff on them. That's awesome. But I got one of these. These were like $1 at the dollar store, and they're glass, of course. And then this is like a mini one. It's like a mommy and a baby. But anyway, this is an actual tea light candle holder. So I'll make both of these tonight just to show you. And I just had this kind of in my junk drawer, so it could be a bigger candle for this, but like I said, we'll pretend tonight. Okay. So you can pick any paint color that you want to do this. It does not have to be white. You know me, if you watch any of my videos, I love painting things white and gray. It's just me. That's just how I am. But I am going to venture out of my comfort zone tonight. And I am going to use these, which I found at Michael's. They were $1.97 a piece. And this is my favorite paint to use. It's the Art Minds. This is the chalk. And same with this, Art Minds. So I went into the store the other night to buy one paint, which was this white chalk paint, because this is like my stockpile. I keep one of these like full in my house at all times. And I went to buy just this one, and I got in the aisle and they had like 20 different paint colors on sale for like $1.97. Oh, I had to go get a cart. I had to buy everything. Because I hold classes, so I'm like, these would be great for my yard parties and everything. So I did kind of pile up my cart with them, and so I'm going to try these tonight. I don't know how they're going to turn out. I never used these two. They're almost like a metallic, which I thought would be kind of really cool for this, since, you know, it's dealing with like lights and candles and stuff. I thought, why not? It might kind of give it like an old rust look. So we're going to try it. I'm really excited for this one. All right. So you'll need paint. It doesn't have to be chalk paint. It could be any paint you have laying around. I like the chalk paint texture. If you look up close to this, it's not very shiny. It's just kind of like almost, I don't know. It's kind of rough feeling too. So this is the chalk paint. If you do use like a shinier, glossier paint, it's not, you know, it's going to be, of course, shiny. So it's up to you. It doesn't really matter. It should still stick to the glass. All right, so I am going to use this first. I'm just going to shake it up. I've never opened this one before. Let's see here. This is going to be exciting. I've never used this is chalk metallic, so this is exciting. I don't know about this yet. I'm excited, but I'm nervous because I never tried this. So don't judge me if this doesn't work. Okay, there we go. All right. It's very watery. Usually their chalk paint's not watery. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna, as you guys can see, it's like the consistency is really runny. That's not normally how their paint is. So I'm guessing it's just because of the metallic look to it. So we're just gonna go for it. All right, so I'm gonna grab my glass. I did not paint the top of my tea light because I figured you still want to see like the light through the top. You know, if you look down in this, let me put this down for a second. So if I turn this on, don't tell me this one's dead too. I promise I tried these before I started. This one was definitely working. And it's not anymore. Ah, there we go. Oh, for a second. Anyway, if you put this down in there, you're still going to see that little light through there. So that's why I kind of liked leaving this without painting it and just painting around here, because you can kind of see where the spots of the glass are still showing through. So it gives it like a really pretty effect. But I did leave the top clear, and that's up to you. You can paint the top if you want to. I just did it this way just because they were a quick thing for my wedding, and I thought it would be cute to see the actual tea light through it. So okay, all right, so I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna kind of paint this on here. I'm gonna just paint it like it's regular chalk paint, where I'm just gonna kind of brush it on. Okay, this stuff is a lot thinner. I should have practiced with this before I went on live. So hopefully it works. I don't know. If not, we're just gonna add some white and it'll look pretty. This is very thin. It's not going on how I usually would like, but we'll see. All right, so I'm just kind of brushing it back and forth, giving it just like almost like a rough glaze look. Okay. This actually might look really pretty. It definitely is giving it like the rusty look. That's actually really pretty. Alright, let's see, I'm gonna catch up on some comments here. Aw, thanks. My husband's on here commenting. He actually is watching today. He's watching from his drive on his way home. That's awesome. Don't be watching too much. Make sure you're watching the road, and I love you too. Let me see, Lori. Let's see. I wish I could get to the store. Hold it. It took me forever to find you. Oh, that's okay. You can always, let's see here. You can always go. The dollar store has them. Walmart has them. I think I got these ones at AC Moore. Yeah, in Altoona when I was visiting my sister the other day. I got them for like dirt cheap because they're closing there. So that's why I grabbed these. But yeah, you can find them anywhere. I'm trying to think. Walmart should have them too. I would think Walmart, Michael's, anywhere should have them. They might be a little bit more expensive at like somewhere like Michael's or Joann's. All right, so now that I kind of coated that, it's really rusty. And as you can see my fingers through this, so it's definitely a very light coat on there. So right now what I'm going to do, after I have that, I brushed this way on it, I'm going to get it and actually dab the whole way around it. So I'm just going to go like this. And I am using a chip brush tonight again, of course. I think I might have used actual like a sponge brush for the ones when I did my wedding. I would probably maybe use a sponge brush for this if you're dabbing. I don't know. I mean, this is still giving it, the same look, so it doesn't matter. Whatever you have. I'm one of those people where I use whatever I have laying around. There's no like method to my madness. It's pretty much I just pick up whatever brush. I think this is the closest one to me tonight. So I just picked it up and I was like, oh, I'll just use this. It's clean. Usually my brushes, like I'll come home from work and I'll paint something, and like by that time I'm just so dead tired that I'm like, that brush wasn't like more than like a couple cents. I'm just gonna let it lay there. And I don't clean them, and I just end up pitching them. So that's me. I'm lazy with that part. Very lazy. I get so excited and so motivated to do the project, and then once I'm done with it, it's like, it's alright if I waste one brush, right? Alright. Okay, so dabbing it did definitely cover it more. You can't see my fingers as much through there. So that depends on how many coats you want to put on there. I am going to actually let this one dry. And then I'm going to, because I think this would look really, really, really nice with patches of like that you can't see through to give it that like real rusty color. So I'm gonna wait until that dries. I think it's gonna be really, really pretty actually. Where, you know, if you just logged on, if you see my videos before, you're like, she's actually using a color now. So, all right. So I'm gonna move to this one now. I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I am gonna use my white paint, but I will put another color over it. Don't worry. Of course, I don't think I have water here. Oh yeah, I do. I'm just gonna rinse my brush off since I am using a different color. And these are brand new, so I really don't feel like mixing too much paint right now with each other. Okay. So I am going to just start dabbing the white paint on here, or brushing it. It doesn't matter. Hi Sandra, how are you? Welcome to the video. I don't know if you've ever saw my videos before, but welcome. So I am going to start with the white paint here. Just very little. I'm going to actually kind of just wipe that around the side of here, so you just have a little bit, you don't have a big glob on there. And I am going to do this one dabbing, just so you guys can kind of see the difference here. And I'm definitely sure, yeah, I definitely used a sponge brush for this, so never mind, I lied. I'm going to actually do it this way. Just because it's not going to give me, I don't want a full coverage with this, so I'm just going to brush it on here. As I fling paint, I feel paint going all over my arm. And I'm just going to keep going the whole way around here with the white. And as you see, creates that really pretty effect. And I'm going to kind of just blend it where I'm going back and forth on my areas there. You can kind of see how there's like, I started here and then moved over here. So I'm just going to blend it just a tiny bit, just so you can't tell where I stopped there. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm looking like you guys can see what I'm looking at. Sorry. I'm just going to keep going around there. Definitely just flung some paint in my mouth and in my eye on that one. So, that's good. Alright, so that should be good. I'm just going to go around and make sure I coated it pretty well. It does not have to be perfect because I'm going to go around with another color also. So I'm just going to make sure that you can't really tell where I stopped and started the brush strokes, just because that bothers me. It might not bother somebody else, but it bothers me. Good. Good. Okay. Yep. When I hold it up to the camera, I see more than what I'm seeing here myself, so I'm gonna have paint all over my face by the time I'm done with this video. I don't think you can see it though, so that's good. Alright. So there we go, that's my first coat, okay? It almost just looks frosted. Alright, like a frosted glass. So I'm gonna let that dry. Let me see if my other one's dry. If not, I have my hair dryer here today. It is not. Okay. So if you're just joining me, I am making the tea lights. I did post about it earlier this week. They are, I took the little twine off of here, but they are the little, hot glue. I wasn't even using hot glue on these. Okay. So I have the little tea lights. All right. Oh, my hot glue gun must be on. It definitely is. Okay. Anyway, I'm doing the tea lights like I showed in the pictures here. It's just the little, literally the little Dollar Tree tea lights with the pack of, I think 5 come in a pack. But you can use any glass tea lights or plastic, it does not matter. You can use anything that you can put paint on. These are the ones, of course, that they're supposed to be sitting like this and with the tea light down in. and that's how they supposedly sell them or how you're supposed to use them. That's fine. I just did them a little bit differently for my wedding because I wanted something a little bit different. So that's what I'm working on if you're just joining me now. Put that down, and I am going to dry the one that I did paint there with the metallic. Okay. Got my hair dryer. Dry, and that did turn out really pretty. This might actually be a good paint to use for these. For my first ones, I just did the regular chalk paint. This is just it is chalk paint, but I guess it's the let me see if it even says on here, metallic look, metallic copper look. So if you go to Michael's, I love the Art Mind paint, and then this is in their chalk section, and it does have down there metallic. So it's the first time using it. I think it's going to be really cool for this project. So far it's turning out really neat. Alright, so you can still see my fingers through there. It's not completely blacked out, so that's good. That's a good thing for like the candles. And I did leave the top clear. That's up to you if you want to paint it or not. I am painting the outside of these, not the inside. I didn't try to paint the inside. I think it just would be more of a pain to do that, to try to get it even coated and everything. If you want to do that, you can, but I was doing the outside. Okay. So I'm going to rinse off my brush again. Trying to decide what I want to do next here. If I want to put more of this on, if I want to do white on it. Let's see. I am going to actually, it might be kind of hard to see on this video though. I want a couple just big splotches of this paint color on there. So then that way it kind of gives it that look of just like broken upness. So I am going to do that. This might be kind of hard to see on video, so I apologize if you don't get this full effect. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of just get my brush and dab in a circle. I just kind of want to cover this one spot with more paint. Okay, you can kind of see it, I guess, in the video. Yeah, there you go. So you see how it's darker there, of course. So I'm just going to keep going around here. I'm just going to pick random spots on here to do that with. Keeping the dabbing going just because you want it to still match the rest of it. You don't want one spot to be smooth and the rest to be textured. There you go, there's another spot there. I have two. I'm just going to keep rotating it and keep going. I'm kind of picking spots that are already kind of darker. That way it's just easier. Okay, there's another one on there, and then let me see here where I have those. I'm just going to do one more down here just to complete that little round circle of them. Alright, So that's that. I'm going to let that dry. I know it's hard to see, but you can kind of see where it's darker. You actually can kind of see it better than what I thought. And lighter, okay? Alright, so I'm going to let that dry for a while because that is kind of layered on there pretty well. Put it over here so I won't knock it over because I know I will. Alright, okay, so the regular chalk paint dried a lot quicker, of course. This stuff seems to dry almost instantly. When I paint with it, I love it because I am so impatient that I want to do another coat right away, or I want to start on the next color right away. So if you're somebody like me who's very impatient, the chalk paint dries like so fast, so fast. No hair dryer or anything on this, and it's already dry. I did it like, what, 2 minutes ago maybe? I don't even know. So I'm going to do another color, alright. This time I'm going to use the chalk paint still from Art Minds, and this one is metallic silver. So we're going to put some color in there. I'm trying color, people, I'm trying. I'm not a colorful person, so we'll see how this goes. I stick to my white and gray and blacks, and I'm happy there, so. I'm going out of my comfort zone with the copper, though it still kind of fits into my thing. I like the rust look, so we're good with that. I'm not too uncomfortable with that. I just finished another dresser for a bedroom suit that I'm doing for a customer, and it's a bright teal color. If you've seen my post, I just finished that today after I got home from work, and I'm actually dropping it off to her tomorrow. So I'm excited. It's another piece done, and teal, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Like, it's never, you know, I would have picked white or gray, and I'm painting this, and it's so nice to do something outside my comfort zone and have somebody like it so much after it's done. It's really awesome. So I've been enjoying that. It's been helping me kind of venture out. All right. So the metallic, I'm guessing it's going to be the same thing as this one, kind of watery. More watery than the regular chalk paint, so I'm going to shake it really well to mix it up. And it could just be that it needs mixed up better than I'm mixing it. That could be it. Very possible. Looking for something else to mix this with, and of course I don't have anything in. I do not. Okay. Lainey has given up bothering me, I guess. She's laying down taking a nap now. I'll take it. Alright. That should be pretty good. Take this off here. Like I said, these are brand new paints. First time using them. I'm messy. They'll be all splattered all over and dry paint on them in a couple minutes here. Now if I can get this open 25 minutes later after you're just watching me open a can of paint. Can't talk today at all. Alright. Oh yeah, definitely metallic-y. Alright. Get paint all over my fingers. So if you see what I'm working on here, this is actually stuff that I saved from Chewy. Chewy boxes. My husband thinks I'm nuts when I want to save the packing paper from Amazon and Chewy and Sam's Club. But hey, it goes for good use. It's not just getting tossed. It goes as my, you know, drop cloth, and then I just dispose of it after I'm done. So there's a little tip. You know, if you do get a lot of Amazon stuff, or if you have a dog or a pet, Chewy definitely puts a lot of papers on top of their bags. So that's a good one to save. And they're big, so you can, you know, you can do a lot of painting on them. Sometimes I'll use them twice. Free. You know, me and deals. So, alright, so this is definitely watery, but I think if I mix it up, I should just try to mix it. I'll just do it with this brush. It definitely gets thicker. So I needed to mix that copper one better. That was on me. And it definitely is getting the texture of their chalk paint now. Absolutely. That was user error. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely thicker than the copper one just because I did not mix it right. But it still came out good. The color is still beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the white. But I'm going to actually, I'm going to dab this one. Alright, so I'm just going to start, doesn't matter where. Break this brush up a little bit. Okay. And I'm just going to dab the whole way around. No rhyme or reason, you know me. I don't really put much thought into it, I just do it. When I first started doing crafts and stuff, I definitely put way too much thought into them and I ended up messing them up. So I've learned to just do it. Just go with it. There's always a way to fix something. So if you're like me and overthink things, just do it. Just paint it. You can always repaint. Alright, let me see here. I have some comments on here. Let me just catch up real quick. Oh, you guys are posting long comments. You're making me read today. I like this. Awesome. That's awesome, Rachel. Yeah, definitely. I'm a gray and white person. Like, my whole house is gray and white. Every room has gray and white in it. So yeah, definitely check out some of my pictures. It might give you some ideas. I know I've said this probably about 5 times already on this video. I do love the Art Minds chalk paint. I use the white and they have a couple different grays. So those are really good ones to paint. If you find stuff, I go to Goodwill a lot. I go to Ladies. It's like a little marketplace that they just have like a flea market. And I find stuff that I think looks cool and I repaint it. So that's a cheap way to do decor. You know, if you're looking for something new for your place, that is awesome. Just go to Goodwill, find a couple things you like, and go to town with them on chalk paint. So it works, but that's awesome. I'm glad somebody else likes gray and white. Let's see here. Oh yeah, paper definitely was from Chewy's. Alright, so I'm just going to continue dabbing this. I've been getting a lot more viewers, so thank you guys for sharing and everything. It's awesome. When I started doing this, I thought, okay, I'll have like friends and family and then like maybe friends of friends, but I never thought, I looked at one of my videos yesterday and I had 4,000 views, so I was like, oh, okay, there's actually people watching these. It's not just me in my dining room sitting here painting and talking to myself, so I'm glad. Thank you guys so much, seriously, for sharing and everything. Like, it's an awesome thing. It's really awesome. It's a good feeling that people actually, you know, want to hear what I want to say and teach you. It's really awesome feeling. So I'm just going to keep going here. I kind of made it heavier there at the bottom. And it's kind of like just going up a little bit. Kind of like that look, so I'm just going to keep with it. Right. There's a pretty bare spot like right there. I'm just going to add a little bit more gray here so I don't have to bring the white back out. Usually I would probably just bring the white back out. Probably going to because the gray is not covering it. Alright, so I'm just going to go at the bottom here and lightly go over that. Like I said, this is my first time using the chalk metallic paint. I've never used it on anything before, so I'm just kind of figuring it out. It's a little bit different to work with. It is definitely waterier, probably does need mixed more, but it's going to go with it. So that turned out really pretty, actually. I do like it. It has like a little bit of metallic look to it, but it still has that matte finish of chalk paint too. I like that mixture. Looks awesome. Alright, so there's that. Looks like a mitten. Alright, so I'm going to let this one dry now. Okay. Put that way back there. Let me see if this one's dry yet. Oh, not quite yet. So you can definitely see where that is. That looks really, really neat. And once again, the camera's not giving it too much justice here about the way it looks. Okay, so I am going to use my hairdryer on there. I'm burning my fingers. Okay, so it's still kind of tacky where I definitely put those spots. This has a run in it, but I'm gonna leave it there. I kind of like it, so I'm gonna let it there. All right, so that's how it kind of turned out. I really wish that you guys could see what I'm seeing. Maybe there you can a little bit. But yeah, it's cute. It's really, really cute. Let me see if I can get one of these lights working, maybe. This one was working before I started. I even had it on because I have like a whole bunch of them. Ah, there we go. Okay, awesome. Let me see. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna snap this light off real quick in front of me, maybe to help you guys see this a little bit. Okay. So, like I went over before, if you missed this, this is coasters. These are a different project that I made for my wedding, but this is kind of what I just set them on. So I'm just using them to show you in this video. So there's the little tea light, and I'm going to take this here, I'm going to put it right over top of there. So it did give it definitely like a rusty color, and it's really pretty. You can definitely see the spots where I kind of layered that on there a little bit more and gave it a feel. This metallic chalk paint, you can definitely, I'm going to keep my big head in front of that light if I can so you can see better. You can definitely see through it a lot better than just the regular. So it turned out really pretty. If you like that rusty look, and this is probably what you should go with. Definitely pretty. Okay, so that's that. My other one's still drying. Let me show you the one that I made before, what the pictures were of, so you guys can kind of see the difference here. So that is that one. It does still shine through there. You can kind of see it. The white's kind of harder to see in here, but you can see it shine through there, just not as much. And that's how that one looks. So this is just regular chalk paint, and this is the metallic chalk paint. And I'm sure they have other colors. The ones that I just bought, I just grabbed because they were on sale. They were just the silver and the copper. So they're just the ones that I grabbed. I'm sure they have other ones if you want to do them in different colors. So that definitely worked out in my favor for this video, since I've never tried it before. I was a little scared when I sat down and decided I was just gonna do this because I was originally just gonna do the white. So I'm good on that now. I'm good. I'm not sick to my stomach. I'm not over here thinking like, oh boy, these people don't, they don't think I know what I'm doing here. All right, so this one is dry. It is still a tiny bit tacky. I just kind of felt that a little bit. All right, so I'm just gonna see what this one looks like with the light. This is gonna be a little bit of both, and this light is not the right size for this. Is something I would use something bigger for, and I don't think I have anything bigger right now. I do, but it's dead. Let me see if this will actually work. Just bear with me for a second. See if I can get this out of here and get this battery in a different one, the bigger light. I think I tried this earlier and I couldn't get this battery out of here. There we go. That, or I'll just break both and then we won't have any lights. Because that would happen. That is something I would do. Oh, there we go. Oh, it works. Awesome. Good. Things are going my way tonight in this video. I like it. Okay. So this is the bigger one, which I would probably use this or a little bit bigger if you're gonna go with the actual wine glass size. And like I said, the chalk paint, the white chalk paint, you can't see through as well, but you can still, like if you have holes, you can definitely see that. And I do like the metallic over top of it. It's hard to see in this video, but it is very pretty. Let me go turn this light off back there. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, it's spooky in here now that it's dark. Okay, so that's what that looks like. There we go. You guys can see it better now. That's what I'm seeing. All right, so you can definitely see the metallic in there, and you can definitely see the white still, but you can still see that candle through there too. And if you think that you overpainted, that's okay. Don't freak out. That's what sandpaper's for. Just take sandpaper and lightly go over some spots, and it'll take it and break up that paint even more. So I do have something else I kind of wanted to add to these just to kind of make this video a little bit longer tonight for you guys. Let me turn a couple lights back on so you can see again. I need one of those clapper lights tonight is what I need. That would help me. I should invest in one of those. All right. So to add to this a little bit, oh, my leg is stuck. Okay. I decided I was going to do these a little bit differently instead of just putting the twine on them and calling it, which you can still do that. It's just a little bow. You just tie it around there, and I'll show you how to do that in a couple minutes too. That's common sense. But I had these little knobs. I actually stole one off of my little dresser thing back there, so I have to put it back on later. But I just stole it because I wanted to show you guys how cute this would actually look with this. So if you get like a cute little knob or like a round little handle or anything, and you glue those onto there, look how stinking cute that is. It's awesome. So cute. So I am going to glue this one on there, and even though I have to take it off later, I'm still going to do it. So I'm going to save this one for the other one because it'll match. Alright, so let's get the hot glue out here. Definitely knock that over. Okay, so I am just going to put a tiny bit of hot glue on there. There we go. And I'm just going to push it right on the top of there and wipe off the extra. And you guys can paint the top of these. It might just look a little bit better if you're putting something like this on there. The light still will show through. It's shining through pretty well on both of these. So painting the top, totally up to you. I just didn't do it right now just because it's common sense. You just do the same thing you did to the rest of this. So that's on there pretty good. Got yourself a little handle there. I think it's kind of cute. And then the twine. So I'm just going to wrap it around there. Okay. And I'm just going to tie this bow. I can't hold it and tie it. So 1 second here. Hopefully I cut this long enough. We're going to find out. I'm not the best bow tier. If that makes sense. It's not something I'm good at. I will sit here for 20 minutes retying this and thinking it doesn't look right. So just bear with me. I think I might have cut this. Oh no, I didn't. Too short maybe. This and writing. I cannot write. I can build stuff. I can do any of that. Do not ask me to write like some cute font because it's not gonna happen. I was at work today and we were decorating, and we're gonna actually have a little like a hot cocoa bar for our patients tomorrow, and we're trying to make a sign that just says like, you know, have some hot cocoa or like hot cocoa bar. No, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at writing things. Okay, so tying a bow and writing stuff is not my strong suit. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this a little bit so you guys get the idea. This is not perfect. Like I said, I think I needed a longer piece of this, to be honest. Okay, definitely did. I don't even want to show you that. I'm just cutting a longer piece. That was very disappointing. And it just hit me too. Another cute thing you guys could do with these would be to, if you saw my twine wrap bottles, you could wrap twine like halfway up too. That would be really cute. Or halfway down or in the middle. That would be kind of a cute thing to do to these too. Let's try this again. And yes, I can tie my shoes. I'm not that bad. I just can't make a bow look cute. Okay. I think I finally got it. Maybe. Maybe not. To you guys, it probably looks fine. To me, I'm very like critical. I'm like, nah, it's not good. Not good enough. Alright. And it's not staying straight, which doesn't help me at all. Because this glass is round. Okay. So, I'm going to glue it. That's right. Now it's working because I glued it. Alright, so I just added a bow to that. You can do them however you want. You can add ribbon or anything, or not add anything, that's fine. This one's just kind of not cooperating with me. But there we go. I thought that looked kind of cute. So they're very simple, very, very simple, easy. If you have some paintbrush sitting around, or a sponge or anything, you can make these. You do not have to add the little knob like I did on the top. That was just like an extra idea I had before I sat down. It was literally like 5 minutes before I sat down to do this. And I was like, oh, that would look really cute on the top of there. So just grabbed one off of my cabinet. So this is what they look like. You just have your little tea light underneath there and that. So if you do like a group of them, I think it would be really, really cute. And do like, you know, centerpiece of them. I think it would be really awesome. Simple. Good gift. Like if you know somebody just moved in somewhere and could use something cute like this, this is a really good cheap gift to give. Give like a set of them. That would be cute. So this is the other one. Is still drying a little bit. Actually, it's fully dry now, so that's good. But that one is all done too. And I am just going to glue one of these on here. I did throw it somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh, I just about spilled that. Oh, there it is. Alright, so same thing as I did with the other one. Just gonna put that on there and glue it right onto the top. And look how cute. And you don't have to use these for candles. If you can think of another idea that these would look cute over, use it, definitely. But yep, that's how it looks. They're just so cute. And there we go. Pretty neat. Alright, let me see if I missed anything here. Oh, that's awesome, Lori. Yeah. We remodeled our kitchen too not long ago, and this house, this is not our forever home. This is a house I bought when I was young and by myself, and when my husband and I got married, we're just outgrowing this house. It's small. So we kind of just went with what was already here as far as painting. I did paint the bedroom and the bathroom gray, and every room that I painted is gray. The upstairs, we turned it into a living room, and it is all gray, and my craft room is all gray. But the kitchen, we did stick with the brown just because of the countertops and the cupboards, and we actually used a backsplash. We used the ceiling tiles, like the real fancy, real pretty metallic. They're actually copper. They look like this as the backsplash. So that turned out really cool. I wish it was gray and white. So I'm kind of jealous that you have a gray and white kitchen. But hopefully eventually I'll get my gray and white kitchen at some point in time. So if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to comment still. I can always type back and respond that way. If you missed the video, please feel free to watch it. It's always going to be up to view. I am not sure what my Saturday video is going to be yet. So if you're following my Facebook, I will post about it probably tomorrow night or tonight if I figure out what I'm doing. But, you know, just follow. You'll always get updates when I go live. If you follow and like the Facebook, you'll get like an alert. You should get an alert anyway. If your notifications are set up right, you should get an alert when I go live. But like I said, if you missed the video or you're at work right now, I try to make them a little bit later on Thursdays. That way, you know, people get out of work, they're done, they can watch the video. If not, it's always there to view. Feel free to view. Or if you have comments or questions, please. You know, I always try to keep up on everything. Let's see here. Oh yeah. It was a really cool backsplash. We were looking for something cheap. And my kitchen's really small, Lori. So we, you know, the amount that it took to do it was not a lot. The tiles themselves, the ceiling tiles, they were pretty expensive. Like, I wouldn't do it in a huge kitchen because then you're adding up a lot. But yeah, they worked perfect. They worked perfect. I might have it on my timeline somewhere. I'm not even sure. If I find a picture, I'll share it with you. But it's been a while ago. So I'll let you guys know as soon as I find out what I'm doing next. I hope you enjoyed it. I did have a post earlier today. If you are in the Johnstown area or going to be visiting the Johnstown area on April 18th, I think it's Earth Day. I could be totally wrong. Pretty sure it's Earth Day. But I'm going to unplug you guys and show you what I'm going to be up to then. I am holding a class here in Johnstown, PA. I know when I post the events, people have been saying that they're interested, so I've been messaging people, and people are getting them mixed up with my live classes and my classes. So I'll try harder, and that's something that I need to actually word a little bit better. I think that my online classes, I like the ones that I'm doing right now, the live tutorials is what they're going to be called, the live tutorials. My classes, you'll always see them listed as like at Studio U or at a coffee house. So you can always watch those. Most likely, most of those classes that I am holding here in Johnstown, PA, I'll be doing online too. Just the difference between the classes here and me holding them as a live tutorial is you actually get the stuff to make them when I'm holding them in a class. So you're paying for the class, you're paying for me to teach you, and you're paying for all the stuff and all the supplies. And then on here live, it's just a little bit different. I'm just showing you how to do them, and then of course, you know, you have to go out and get your own stuff to do them. So there is a benefit to taking the classes too. Everything's there for you, done, cut, ready. So if you are going to be in the Johnstown area, please join me. You can always message me if you're coming this way some point in time, and I can give you a list of my classes. But I'll share with you if you are from Johnstown so you can kind of understand what I'm going to be doing for the next one. This is just a terrarium. So it's just a plant thing. It's almost like a mini greenhouse. It's a really cool thing. But I would like to go live with how to make these too. It's not as hard as it looks. It's actually pretty easy. They're really, really cute. But, yeah. And they're glass. And I think this is just wood. So, but yeah. They're easy to make. They're not too hard. So like I said, if you're going to be in Johnstown, PA, you can go ahead and look that up and sign up for the class. So I will see you guys on Saturday. Yes, Saturday, not Sunday. Saturday for the next live video. My new schedule is like, I'm trying to keep everything in my head. So my live tutorial videos will be every Thursday at 6:30 and Saturday at 10:30. So I will see you guys there. Thank you so much for viewing again. I really, really appreciate all the support. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.